So here we are with the pièce de résistance. Hi, Neel here. We are in Madrid, the beautiful Madrid, the center of Spain.
Spain has been at the top of my food bucket list for some time because of its tapas culture, the mixing of flavors from its rich cultural history, and it has some of the friendliest people who know how to enjoy their food. Special shout out to our food guide Jean Kilterry for local recommendations. We are going to try some authentic Spanish dishes around Madrid and then take a day trip to the historic city of Segovia to try their local specialty, suckling pig.
Starting from Plaza Mayor in Madrid, this is where we start our food tour, so let's get this ball rolling.
Plaza Mayor, once known for marketplaces, coronations, and public executions during the Spanish Inquisition, is now a place where tourists congregate and a quick walk away from some incredible eateries. We are going to take a 2-minute walk from Plaza Mayor to try an indulgent winter breakfast, churros and chocolate. Churros are sweet wands of dough with ridges. The dough, made of water, flour and salt, is stretched out and fried in hot oil. Once crispy, it's cut down to a perfect dipping size.
Yes. Here we are at St. Inez having our mid-morning snack, the famous churros and chocolate. I'm really excited. Oh. First impression, super crispy, fresh. Oh, and the consistency. This is not really hot chocolate. This is more like chocolate soup. Wow. I can't speak right now because I need to get another bite of this. The churros are really, really crisp. They are very fresh. And I think the best part, personally, they're not covered in sugar. And the chocolate is also not sweet. So I can really taste the flavor of the fresh churros and the unbelievable chocolate soup. Piece of art. This is a good way to start the day. Breakfast of the champions.
Now we are headed a few blocks away to Mercado San Miguel. It's time to try Spain's famous tapas, or small dishes. Tapas are often served for free or cheap with drinks. It's an ideal way to sample a number of dishes.
So here we are in Mercado San Miguel. This is in the center of Madrid and it's a very happening spot, as you can see. This is more like a food hall where you have a bunch of vendors selling what Spain is known for, tapas. They also have some drinks, so we might get lucky and get some vermouth for ourselves. Let's go.
First, I have to try Jamon, the Iberian ham. It's known as the beluga caviar of hams. I'm so curious to see if it lives up to that name.
So this is the world famous Iberian ham, the Iberico ham de Bellota. It's a little expensive, but it's world famous and everyone comes to Spain just to have this. These black pigs are eating acorn all their lives, so really they're fatty, nutty and rich, or that's what I hope they will taste like from what they've eaten all their lives. Also, it's sliced really thin, and I think because the fat content is so much, you want it really thin. You want it to melt in your mouth as soon as you taste it. It's definitely nutty. You can tell it. It's different than every other ham that I've had. Also, it's not as salty as what you're used to in your New York deli or something, so very, very well marbled. It's a slice of porky goodness.
Next, I want to try something that you often see served in drinks in the US, olives.
I've never seen that many varieties of olives before, but we got two different varieties to try. One is the spicy one, and these are the cilantro/coriander olives. So let's dive in. Those are a little salty, but it's more like the pickled taste. Very tasty. Healthy bar food. How often do you find that? I had to eat one more, I'm sorry. Ah, that's nice. And now for the second one, cilantro, coriander, olive. Wow, that is unexpected. It's got an olive taste. It's not very salty, and the coriander comes through. Surprisingly enough, it's like kind of clean. This salty goodness, I think, is perfect for washing it down with a beer or a vermouth. I can't stop.
Speaking of vermouth, one of the most popular drinks here is this fortified white wine concoction infused with spices and herbs. It can look dark brown or red in color from all these layers of flavors. I want to finally try this drink that I've heard so much about and pair it with Spain's iconic and flavorful rice dish, paella. Paella is a rice dish that originated in Valencia. That version likely had meats like chicken, duck, and even snails mixed with spices and vegetables. Today, the recipes vary depending on the chef and the specialities around Spain.
We got the seafood paella, so let's build our appetite with this and let's fill the appetite with the other one. Wow, lovely. I think it's similar to port wine and it's sweet. Maybe some people don't like it because it's sweet, but I think most people should like it because it's sweet. Yummy. I've eaten a lot of rice in my life. I'm from India and rice is our staple dish, and wow, this is good. These guys know what they're doing with rice. It's not too spicy, but it has mixed, I think it's saffron. The rice is actually the smaller and thicker grain of rice, more like brown rice really. It's perfectly spiced. You can see clearly the seafood. They got chicken in there, they got sausage in there, they got some chorizo in there, they got some mussels in here. But really, the star of the dish, frankly, I haven't even had too much of the other meats, is the rice and how perfectly it's seasoned. Good, fresh mussels. And now we get to the main supporting actor of this dish, the shrimp. It's eyeing me. Ooh, freaking awesome. Oh my God. Tastes like gumbo. Of course, it's not that runny, but I'm very pleasantly surprised by this, frankly. So there it is. These are the dishes in Mercado San Miguel that I highly recommend. And cheers for now. Salud.
We got a great sampling of some iconic Spanish dishes in Madrid. Next, we are going to head out for a day trip to Segovia, a historic city known for an epic Roman aqueduct, Spain's last Gothic cathedral, the Alcazar of Segovia, aka the inspiration for Cinderella's castle, and last but not the least, the cochinillo asado, or the suckling pig, a Castilian delicacy dating back all the way to medieval times.
We are here in Segovia. We took a half-an-hour train ride to get here from Madrid, and we are here to see some of the main tourist attractions. Not only that, we'll also check out their famous suckling pig dish. So let's build up an appetite first, and then head for lunch to the restaurant, the very famous Jose Maria. Let's go.
I'm headed right outside the cathedral at Segovia's Plaza Mayor to the Food Cathedral restaurant of Jose Maria to try it out.
Hi guys, I'm here at Jose Maria restaurant and we are going to try their world famous suckling pig. They have a unique way of showing how tender and well done this is. and I'm very curious on how it really tastes.
The suckling pig is supposed to be so tender that you can slice through it with the plate. Hey, that's master roaster and restaurant namesake Jose Maria himself. Wow, that sight I won't ever forget. The piglet is roasted for 3 hours to make it crispy on the outside and fall off the bone tender on the inside. Apparently, no spices or marination is needed for this dish. The texture and the meat are the stars.
This is the famous suckling pig. You can see I asked for the leg and they poured some broth sauce on it. I mean, the first look is it's super crispy, but oh my God, it just falls off. Wow. Like, look at this. Falls off the bone. Wow. 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 Firstly, this doesn't even taste like pork. It's really tender, very fresh. It's like 2 dishes in one. Pork and chicharron. All the flavors. The crisp skin with the tender meat. Oh. It lacks a little salt just because you're tasting the pure meat. And I think the broth is a good addition. It's slightly salty. Make that half-an-hour trip from Madrid to Segovia and come and try this. You will not regret it.
Thanks for joining me to create new food memories in Madrid and Segovia. I had high hopes for the dishes here, and even then,
Yummy.
the flavors exceeded my expectations. I'll be headed to southern Spain for a future episode. Until then, thanks for watching, and if you like this video, subscribe to Neel's Nibbles on YouTube and follow me on Instagram. See you for more flavor foraging on the next episode of Neel's Nibbles.